Okay, so I have Paul Henriksen here with me, NEAFL development coach. Now, you had a gutsy win on the weekend. What did it come down to?
I think the week off obviously helped us a little bit, as it probably helped the AFL lads, and it's a really good time to refresh and rejuvenate, and we needed that. We had a couple of players that probably were looking for that break, and the concern or the issue you might be thinking about coming off a break is how are the lads going to come back? Are they going to start really strong? And that was our focus going into the Uni game down in Sydney on the weekend, and we probably thought that if we could just make sure we could refocus that group, set some clear targets, we felt that would assist with them being ready for the contest down there on Saturday.
And getting everyone involved in the game, your lowest possession was 10 and your highest was 26. Now, that's not a great gap. What did that come down to?
Oh, it was really was an even performance. I mean, we discussed after the game, talking about, we've had some players that have got high 30s into the 40s in types of possessions, but this week was just an even spread right throughout the whole group, and it was that was a real team aspect for us that we highlighted after the game, that everyone had their chance to actually pull their weight, do their role, play their role, do what they had to do to make sure the team was going in the right direction and have a successful day.
Now, talking about standout players, Tommy Fullerton had 17 contested possessions. How is he going?
Well, he's probably one of those players we thought going into the bye he looked like he needed a bit of a rest, and Tommy Fullerton was outstanding. I mean, to get 17 contested possessions as a tall was, he just seemed vibrant, he seemed energetic out on the field, he was exciting to watch on the weekend, and he probably worked in closely with Tom Berry as well. I think collected 14 tackles, which is a huge amount of tackles, and that was the focus this week, of pressure from those guys, but they were two up forward that really stood out.
And talking about defensive pressure, Marcus Adams, first game back, how did he go?
Yeah, I was talking to Marcus only just a minute or so ago, and he just loved being back out there playing footy. It's been a year, so his last official game was in July of 2018, so for him to just get back out and run out and just be within the team and get to start to work with his teammates, he just loved playing footy on the weekend.
What did he stand out? Do you think he's possible for AFL?
Oh, I think down the track, I think that he'll like to put together, a set of work for him to actually come through. It's going to take a little bit of time. He showed some great little indications of what he could provide at the highest level, but he'll just keep building and building and building, and then he might get his chance later on this year.
And talking about Ben Keys, he had 4 goals. He's still up there with the most goals within the NEAFL. Do you think he's growing on his performance?
Well, I think so. I think he comes, he's obviously been up at AFL and he's come back to the NEAFL, and that's the thing with those guys, that we have to always keep setting clear targets for those guys and keep them engaged in terms of being disappointed but not being disheartened, and that we have to actually get them to actually play to that level that got them up there in the first place. And Kezie's been really good all throughout the year. He's been fantastic for us with his attitude, so hopefully that continues on.
And another player that keeps getting better every week, and he had his first goal this weekend, James Madden.
Yeah, Jimmy, the last couple of weeks has played forward. We wanted to see, he obviously done a lot down in the defensive end of the ground. The last couple of weeks we've pushed him forward. He took a big contested mark and then slotted through his first goal. He was really excited. The boys all came from everywhere. They all realised that it was his first goal, and they got around him. It was great to see.
And you're playing at the Gabba this weekend. How are the boys feeling about that?
I think so. We're going to be playing at the Gabba. Our guys, is an opportunity for us to actually start the day for the club. We find that we all train out on the Gabba, but for our guys to get that opportunity to play on there on Sunday afternoon is something that they're really looking forward to.
Zach Bailey has also returned from his hamstring injury. How did he perform?
He was really, really good. It was great to see him back out there. He's obviously had a second go at that injury this year, and he's taken time to rebuild, and the staff here have been sensational getting him up ready for football, and he looked like he was ready to play, and he showed that he's a class act and has some really strong AFL capabilities. Great to have Zach back out there. Not sure how long we'll have him for though.